gives way to familiarity, it sets in, and devotion becomes duty, and then resentment. Can I you really quick, just so you know, Michelle and I, in just a few weeks, we will be married 29 years. And yeah, look at that young couple. That was taken up, interestingly enough, that was about 1991, 92, somewhere right around there, 92. That was taken at Camp Maranatha in Idlewild when we were youth pastors at Crossroads in Westminster. And he gave way, or when devotion gave way to duty. And the reason why we keep getting back to devotion is because we are intentional about our relationship. Because next to God, there's no other relationship more important than the marriage relationship. My relationship with her is more important than my relationship with my two girls. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. There is no greater relationship in the family dynamic than the husband and wife. Oh, no. And I've had many, many parents refute me on this. Pat, my kids come first. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Because your spouse should come first. Because your children are a temporary assignment. You brought them in after the relationship started, and they're going to leave you. Because if you do it right, they're going to grow up and they're going to leave the house. Somebody say amen. Some of you are, I did not do it right. Yes, at some point, maybe with a little bit of help, they're going to leave. Listen, they're a temporary assignment. And can I tell you, the greatest gift you can give your children is an on-fire relationship between mom and dad. The greatest gift you can give your kids is for them to see a mom and a dad who love each other, can't keep their hands off each other, and that are modeling what a marriage relationship ought to look like. Why? Because I believe this is totally true. Is learning what kind of husband or what kind of wife they ought to take by looking at mom and dad. So mom and dad, if you want your son or daughter to have a higher standard, then raise your standard so they know what to look for, and so they won't tolerate any punk or anybody that comes in. Come on, somebody. I got 2 girls that I'm raising, and I'm not settling for anything less than a guy who's 10 times better than me. Amen? 5. Consider how far you have fallen. Some Bible translations, the word consider is actually the word remember. Remember. Consider how far you have fallen. In other words, take a look and see where you are now compared to where you once were. Is a marriage relationship where you loved each other and cuddled and went on dates? Was there a time when there was more romance and more fire and more passion? If there was a time that it was greater, what are you doing to get back to that? Well, we're not in that honeymoon stage anymore. I hate that when people go, it's just a phase. You'll grow out of it. No. You don't need to grow out of it. We're going on 29 years, and our kids are still like, Mom, Dad, come on, get a room. Yeah, we have a room. And now they know when the door is shut, doing something right. When they have boys come into their life and they don't put up with the nonsense, and eventually they kick him to the curb. Why? Because he's not like my dad. Because he don't talk to me the way Dad talks to Mom. He don't treat me the way Mom treats. You know what I'm saying? They need to look and go, if you can't at least match that, I ain't got room for you. But you know what? When people say, well, that just goes away, it doesn't have to go away. But you have to work to keep it. And sometimes you got to say no to some good things to say yes to the best things. And so sometimes you got to tell your homies or your friends or your buddies or your girlfriends, no, I'm sorry, but I'm hanging with my wife tonight. I'm hanging with my husband tonight. No, I got to make, I'm sorry, kids, but yeah, Mom and Dad are going to have some time tonight. You're going over to Uncle's house. Come on. You have to make priorities. Notice what he said. Consider how far you have fallen. Look at your marriage relationship and ask you, when's the last time that you went out on a date? When's the last time you made yourself a priority? When's the last time he or she did something for you just because? What about the things that you used to do? You know, you used to leave little notes and you used to do this or that. And the reason I'm saying this is I want you to consider your spiritual relationship, because that's what I'm here for. The marriage stuff, that's for free. You didn't know you were being charged, huh? You're not. It's okay. I want you to consider your relationship with the Lord. Was there a time when you used to pray and now you don't pray? Was there a time when you used to... I want you to think about when you first got saved. Do you remember what it was like when you first made a decision to follow the Lord and you were so excited? How many of you remember going Bible shopping? Does anybody remember going Bible shopping? Do you remember how excited you were to go Bible shopping? Man, I'm going to go pick out a Bible. Man, what kind of Bible? I love it because I've had this happen with people in the church. Pastor, what kind of translation should I get? I don't understand all the... Should I get the ESV, the NIV, the LIT, the ABC, you know, the CSB? All of those are real except for the ABC one. What translation should I get? Should I get giant size? Should I get the red letter edition? Should I get the thumb tabs? Should I get a Bible cover? What should I get? I love that when people, and I remember those days. I remember going shopping for my Bible and getting my name engraved on the Bible until people scratch your name off of it and then keep their Bible.